Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my continued playthrough of Victoriana. I'm not sure, but I think we might be closing in on winning or losing the game. And as I've said before, we're playing Sherlock Holmes and Emma Blakeney, the Scarlet Pimpernel. And we're trying to uncover a nefarious plot by a terrible villain in London to save the Empire. We don't know who the villain is yet. They're being protected by some terrible henchmen. And some evil agents. We have dealt with the agents. There will no longer be any agents in the game. We have almost uncovered all the plots, and we know the location where this terrible deed will take place. But that doesn't mean we're in the clear yet. We got a lot of things we got to do to try and win this. Getting to these henchmen and getting the evidence against them is really tough. So we're going to try and do that and see if we can get to it. So let's get started. We're going to start with Sherlock Holmes. As always in a two-player game, you don't change the player order, but you do in a 3- or 4-player game. And so we're going to get started. This is Sherlock Holmes here. He is currently at Singapore Charlie's, where he put up a red underworld lead, or had one brought out. Now we're going to have to see if we can solve that underworld lead. That would be awfully nice. And it is where it is. I think it's not that far. Nothing's that far away. It might be. It'd be really hard for him to get to here because he'd have to move 4, which would be challenging. We've used all of our special abilities. We can't do anything more, and that may have been a tactical error on my part. I'm not sure, but anyway, let's get on and see what we're going to do. Let's take Sherlock Holmes' turn. Okay, well, I thought out his turn. He's going to make it simple. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. I already know what those 2 things are because we've used his ability on it. We already know what it is. So we're going to go there. We're going to try and solve the mystery, the case, the lead that we have available. Number 2, it is this one here. Riots. It says, place an event token on a random locale. Until an investigator ends their turn there, the locale is impassable. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let's see. We'll place an event token. We rolled a 10 blue, so here's an event token. Blue 10 is, oh man, well, that's okay, because that's where our terrible place is. Now, impassable means we can't go through it. We have to stop on it. So right now there's some riots going on in the streets. We can do one of 2 things then. We can pacify the crowd or manipulate the crowd. It takes more to manipulate the crowd, but we just want evidence right now. So we're going to spend only the 1 token that we need to spend right here. And we're going to take this, not for the deduction, but for the evidence, because we need 2 of these and a science to get rid of the current henchman that is on the board. I'll show you that in a minute in case you have forgotten. Let's take a look at the current henchman. It is these guys, the hired nobblers. Now, they've already done their thing when they entered play. But as you can see, we need evidence. We need 2 underworld evidence and 1 science evidence to take them down. Right now we have 2 underworld evidence on Sherlock Holmes, which, by the way, if we get a 3rd one, because that's a specialty, those are wild. So that was a wild thing, right? So anyway, we have to go generate a new lead. Let's go do that. Now, when you generate a new lead, the first thing you do is you take a lead from the type that was investigated. It was underworld. Then you take 1 card from the location matching. It's going to be politics. I don't really want any of those. And then we're going to get 1 from the type of token we use to investigate, and then we get 1 because that's our specialty. So odds are with us that this will be a underworld item, underworld thing we can do. At least I hope so. So let's get this knocked out. I'll shuffle these up. Now last time I had 1 in there, it ended up the one we didn't want, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, we're going to take this one right here, put it over there. We'll get it. Then we'll roll to see not only where it is, but what position it is, how much time we have. Okay, so we're going to roll these 3 dice and see. So what does that mean? That means we're blessed. It starts at midnight. And the reason I know that is because this is at the bottom, the arrow's at the top. So this quest number 2 starts at midnight, and then it's going to be on green 10. Huh. That is right where the terrible event is happening. So we're going to take number 2. I think you can see it just barely on the board. It's going to go right there. And we survived that encounter. That is good. Now we're going on to Emma Blakeney. She's got things that she can do to do things and stuff. So she's probably going to have to go after this other one because this one's about to go bye-bye and we don't want that to happen. We really need a science one is what we need. Now I have 3 tokens. She only has 3 tokens, but they're wild. So I think we can do something good there. She's going to go 1 to 2 to here. And we're going to try and solve this one. So let's see what that is before it goes away, because it would have gone away this turn. It is a political mission, so we'll definitely take that for the... It says, when this leads investigator, rewind another lead a half hour. We don't do that because the one we have is already at the best it can be. So all we can do is eavesdrop on guests at the Masquerade Ball at Blakeney Manor. That's her own home. We did look at this, and I knew she could solve it, but it's going to take all of her tokens, unfortunately, to do that. So she's going to have to gather some tokens in the next couple turns, but we're going to get 2, plus that is her specialty, so we're going to get 3 deductions out of that. Was that worth it? I don't know, but that's what we did. So we're going to do that. We're going to get 3 deductions out of the deduction deck there. It's not called that. It's the evil plots deck. But we're going to get one. Oh man, there's that guy again. He sucks. Okay, he's going to go back. I think, does he go back again, or was that a one-time event? Let's see. When defeated, shuffle him. Okay, he shouldn't be there anymore because we had defeated him already. So we're going to take a third one, and he came back again too. So here's what we got. We've got Prime Minister kidnapped, aliens invade. Well, we know none of this is happening. Which one do we want to advance on? Well, if we advance on the political... Oh, we're going to advance... Could advance on science. Isn't going to get us anything. So I have 2 choices. I could advance on the political track. That one's a good one for us because that will get us... means that all political tokens are wild resources. That's pretty cool. Or I can advance on the underworld track, which we haven't advanced on at all, which gets us nothing this round, but could get us something next round. I think we're going to become flexible. We're going to do that one. So let's go take a look at that. That means we're going to go up here. So that means that all political tokens are now wild tokens. That is good. So this one that Sherlock has is effectively wild. We got 1 card left, so once we draw another deduction, we're going to know what the evil plot is and how to defeat it. That is exciting. We're almost there on that. But we're going to have to generate a new lead now. We know that this is a political lead, right? We took it from a place that has occult, so we're going to take an occult card. Her specialty was politics, and we're going to take another politics. We're almost out of political leads. We almost can't take any more. Good thing that the tokens will be wild. So let's see. So it could be occult, but not likely. Wish we could influence that in some way, but we can't. Okay, it'll be this one, and we'll go see where it lands on the board. Let's do that. Okay, let's roll the dice and see what we get. Well, we're good. We're lucky there again. It is coming in at midnight. It's going at 3 green. So let's go take a look and see where 1 is moving to. Okay, well, 3 green is up here at the Old Bailey, so that one is going to... Good news is we got some time, because we need to gather some stuff. Now, Sherlock Holmes is in pretty good shape, depending on what it is. We're going to see... He can't get to any of them yet, but he might head toward that event and the location. See if we can get... We need a science event really badly. So I think I got to find out where I can generate one, because we need to get that. We also need some science tokens. At least one of us does. Where can I generate, let's look, where can I generate a science-based there? Up here at the London University. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Sherlock. Oh, we got to do the end of the turn now. Okay, hold on. Luckily, the end of the turn isn't going to be too bad for us. We're going to advance time there. We're getting low. We only got 2 time tokens left. And then these are going to advance to 3 o'clock each. And that is it for that turn. So we have no more agents to deal with, so we're good there. Let's go back to Sherlock Holmes now. I'm trying to see if there's any place he can stop along the way that would be of value. Not really, but we definitely want to get him to here. So I think what we're going to do is we will... This just allows us to exchange. That doesn't help us very much. I guess we'll just go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be the end of his turn. He's not going to do a whole heck of a lot. Can we get to number 1 and number 2? They're pretty far away. I need to get her to both of those, I think. She doesn't have any tokens at all. So we know what one's a political one, so we need political tokens. Where do we get those? We get them around here somewhere, right? Where do we get the... Oh, way over here. Wow, this is bad. Moving is going to suck. But... I have an idea. I have a plan. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. She's going to go 1, 2, 3. She's going to take that action to get 2 political tokens. Remember, those are wilds, so those are anything. That is good. But that is unfortunately the end of their turns. That's really, really not great. Okay, let's continue on then. Okay, we're going to go to here. And these are going to 6 o'clock. We're nowhere near getting to them right now, unfortunately. I can't let them go though, because then we'll definitely be hurting. So let's continue on, and now we're back around to the turns of the characters. We're going to use Sherlock's ability first to look at the number 1 thing and see what it is. It's the occult one. That's interesting. Oh, look at that. We can take. He can do this, but he only needs to do this when we have that. He may go solve this, and we're going to solve the equations for the forbidden equations. I think we're going to go do that. It'll give us. It won't give us the science we need, but it will allow us to do the 1 deduction and uncover the plot, and then we won't have to worry about it going away. So I think we're going to do that. I was going to send him up here. We can go 1, 2, 3 right now and do that and get him started. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to take this one on, and it is going to be this occult one here. So we know that we can take his 2 science tokens and get that last deduction, and that's what we're going to do. So the last deduction, here's our plot, guys. Here is our plot. It is the masses mind control. We need 2 occult, 2 science, and an underworld to defeat it. I'm going to put that right above our charts there. There's a science deduction, so it's going to go up, and that's the last time that's going to move. We're really, we really got to get some things done here right now. We will, I promise. But right now we're gathering tokens with Emma. So let's continue. We have to generate a new lead. We know that the lead here is going to be a occult one. Then we're going to add 1 in for the location, 1 of these, and another political. And then we get to add 1 in based on the type of resource that we used, which was occult. So, no, it wasn't. It was science. So we're going to get 1 science in there. Hopefully we'll get lucky and maybe get the science one on the board, because that's what we need to get evidence against these henchmen. Without that, we're out of luck. I was planning on getting something generated for science pretty soon. We will have to do that. There's no question about it. All right. Anyway, that looks like it's good and shuffled. We'll just take that one there. Hopefully it's enough for us to get closer to winning. And we'll roll our dice and see what we get. Well, this one started on 6 o'clock. Unfortunately, that's not as good. And then it's going to start at 10 at red. Could that be farther away? It's right down here. That is not good for us. That means it could end up going kaput on us. Now we do got to get to this one. 1, 2, 3. We can't get there in 1 turn, but I can get there and generate a 3rd one, another one, or I can go 1, 2, 3 and heal. He's got a little bit of damage on him. Oh, I need to take a. Did I use science for that? Didn't I? Yeah, I used 2 science. Okay. All right. Now we're going over to Emma. Let's see what she's going to get done. Okay, so she is, I don't think we can not get to that other one fast enough. So here's what she's going to do. She's going to move to here, to Time Traveler's Hermitage. It has the ability to advance or unadvance time on things. So rotate, I think it's a quarter, but I'm just going to double check the Time Traveler's Hermitage. Rotate all leads in play 2 quarters turned anti-clockwise. That is 2 quarters turn. That is a good deal for us. Bought us some time, because now we're going 1, 2 back to midnight. Yay. Oops, that was right here. We're going to go 1, 2 back to midnight there. Yay, that is fantastic. Now we got time. That is important. That is the end of the turn. So this is going to advance 1. These are now going to go to 3 o'clock each. I'm okay with that. That paid off. That gives us a little bit of time to get down there. I don't know if this Sherlock can do that. We're going to have to look at number 2 and see if he can even get that accomplished. Might be tough. Anyway, let's start that. We'll start with Sherlock's turn, and we'll take a look at that. What was that? Actually, yeah, he can do this one. He can't do this. He can't do this. He can only do the first one. So he can take it as evidence. He may need it later, so that may be what we have to do just to make sure it doesn't go kaput. We don't need any political things right now, but we might need evidence. We might. And we're almost out of political resources, so if we need evidence, it'd be a good time to do it. So I think we're going to head him that direction. And let's see. What can we do on the way? Anything of value? We can go 1, 2, 3 and heal on the way over there. Or we can go 1, 2, 3, generate an occult lead. Could do that. Could do that. I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3 for now, and we're going to heal him up. He only had 1 point of damage, but that's better, I think, because we may take damage in doing some things, and he can suck it up. All right, that's going to be his turn. Unfortunately, that's it. Now, what is Emma going to do? Because I don't know how we're going to get to this one. This one may go unless we can keep turning back the clock on it somehow. I am going to go 1, 2 for... no, we'll go 1 here and get 2 Underworld tokens for Emma. Now, whether she's, depending on which tokens she has more of, Underworld or Political, is which her specialty is. So right now, since she's tied, I can choose, but that's going to be the end of her turn. She's trying to gather resources right now, so we're in a bit of a tight spot. So we'll see if we can do this and pull it off. Why? Because this clock keeps on ticking too. So as much as we bought ourselves some time here, we didn't buy ourselves enough time on the game. So we're going to then go back to Sherlock's home. We're going to take that turn. We're going to take Sherlock Holmes' turn and then Emma's turn. We're going to take a few more turns before we stop. See if we can gather the evidence we need. Okay, Sherlock, you're going to go 1, 2 over to here. Now we're going to get rid of this event token because we ended our turn on that space. And we're going to then try and solve the number 2 mystery, which we know we can. It's just how well. So I can do the first one, no problem. So we're going to do that. We're going to take a political token and a occult resource, because that's what we have to solve this one. Now we don't need to take it as anything but evidence. We're going to take it as evidence, but at least it won't die on us. Now, unfortunately, that we used an occult, so I get to first off take a political. Now we're going to create a new lead. We got to generate a new lead. We're going to take 1 political, 1 occult, and we're at a place where, what is it? Political and science. We're going to take science. And the last political one is out. That's it. Okay, so these 3. Hopefully we get the science one, because that's what we desperately need to get enough evidence against the nobblers. Okay, haven't been lucky with that so far. We'll see what we get. Okay, this one. Put that away and discard the rest. We have gone through a whole deck. Wow. The thing is cool is, you notice we haven't seen most of them. We just saw the ones we got to use. So this is going to be at start at 6 o'clock. It's going to be on green 5. Let's go there. Well, green 5 is pretty far away from Sherlock. It's over there at that place. We'll take a look at that on the turn that we get to go on. But right now we're going to go with Emma. God, this feels so wasteful. She's just gathering resources, which is really important. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back to here. Yep. And turn back time again. That might seem wasteful. I don't think it is. I think it's saving us right now, because we got to keep these things in play and not let them die. So let's do that and continue on. That's going to be the end of the turn. So we are going to advance the clock one more time. We're almost out of time. I don't know if we're going to win by time. We're going to advance these both, and then we're going to get to take Sherlock's turn. So for Sherlock, I think we're going to go 1, 2. He's got to get over. He can get over to here. 3, but he doesn't have a lot of resources. However, what we can do is get... We got to get a... she'll go 1, 2... I don't know. We got to get down to this one. I didn't use my... I'm going to use my ability for Sherlock before we go. Oh, look, if we got lucky, it's the science one. We need 2 of the guns. Okay, I know what we're going to do. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Alright, she is going to go 1, 2, 3 to the Freemasons Hall, and she's going to trade her 2 tokens, 2 red tokens, to Sherlock. That's his specialty, so that's a good thing. Okay, and then that's her turn. And that's it. That's the turn again. Wow, guys, we're really running out of time. Okay, let's continue on. We're going to get this done. Okay, well... Boom, we're down to our last hour, and these are both at 6 o'clock, and I'm not going to turn back the time then, because we got to try and get to the villain. I don't think we're going to make it. We're going to run out of time on the henchman. But we're going to give the old call a try. I'm going to keep going. Might as well keep on playing it down, see what happens. Okay, we're going to go 1, 2 to here and solve this first mystery, because we looked at it and we know we can, and it is a science mystery. We're going to spend these 2 to gain it as we're just going to do this first one, and we're going to gain this as evidence. Now, what can we do with that? Well, I think it's any time. I think we can defeat the bad guys with evidence anytime. I'm going to take a look at that just to be sure. Why, yes, we do get to, in fact, take out the henchman. So we have 4 pieces of evidence. We're going to keep this one, and we're going to spend these 3 because that's what we need to defeat the nobblers, the hired nobblers. So we have defeated the second set of henchmen. Woohoo! That's what we needed to do. Now we reveal the third. This is where we're going to make it or break it right here. What do we get? Science, of course. The Sayer of Law. When revealed, each investigator on a science location must discard a token. Neither of us are on science locations. That's good. So he just goes into play. We need 2 science and a political to defeat him. Well, I have 1. I just need 2 science. That's going to be really hard for us to get, isn't it? Yeah, I do believe we are going to lose the game just in time. We're going to run out of time. The only thing we have to uncover is the leader and defeat him, which isn't going to be so easy. So I think what we're going to do is I have another turn. I might be able to pull this off. That was okay. So that was Sherlock's turn. He did that. So it's going to be the Scarlet Pimpernel. She's going to go 1, 2, and collect 2 science tokens. She's got 2 science, 2 political. Her politicals are her specialty, so they're wild. We can do anything we want with them, I suppose, right? Oh, I'm sorry, that's evidence. Political evidence is wild, not the tokens. Okay, well, that was her turn. That's it for us. Okay, so we're going to turn the clock back there. This is going to go there. Oh, I got to generate a new lead here. Sorry. Let's do that real quick. Let me see. It was a science lead. That is great. So we're going to take a science card. We were at a place with a underworld, so we're going to get an underworld card. That's our specialty, so we're going to end up with 2, unfortunately. And the card, and what we played underworld tokens. So we're going to have 3 underworld and a science. So it's very likely to end up being an underworld card there. Let's see. See what we get. Okay, boom, there we go. And let's see where that's going to end up being. You can see it on camera, so we're good. Let's see. Okay, that is going to be 3 o'clock. That is not terrible for us. And it was, sorry, I didn't see what it was. I'm just going to roll them again because I didn't see where it was. It is going to be green 3, which is on the top part of the board. We'll get it there. Green 3 is right here, but I also then have to advance that one from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock because we ended the turn, and that's what I'd missed doing. Okay, we're good. Now let's go back around to our characters' turns. I can get to the Carlton Club. I just don't know. I don't know who I want to do that with. That's the problem. I need resources for Sherlock. He's getting low again. Where can he get some resources close by? He can't. What does Buckingham Palace do again? I can get to Buckingham Palace. I can get to that card this turn. I just don't know if I can do it. Buckingham Palace. Exchange up to 1 piece of evidence with another investigator. That doesn't help at all since he's the only one with any evidence. It is good evidence, the one that we can use, but not good enough. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We'll go to Buckingham Palace, even though it's not going to help us. That's going to be the end of our turn, though. And then she's going to have to go after this. So she's going to go 1, 2 to the Cult Club, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure we can do it. You know what? We could have used Sherlock's ability to do that. Can we do it? When this lead is investigated, advance another lead. Ooh, that's not good. That means that one on 5 up there we're probably going to lose. Calculate the time since it's deduction. We can get this evidence, though. That is good. So we're going to do that. So she moved there. She's going to try and solve this. And she can. It's just going to require 1 science. For her to solve, she's going to take it as evidence. That's right. Now, you know what? We have this fine young lady here that we have not used. It says, place this card in front of you. Discard this card to prevent an agent from pursuing. We really don't need her anymore. So we're going to discard that for 2 political tokens. Because you just don't know. And they're wild. You know, they're wild right now. So she's got 4 wild tokens. This is going to be helpful for her. I mean, she can go and solve some things. We're going to have to generate another lead there. So good news is it's science. We don't have any more political left, so we can't do anything there. She played science, and that's really going to be it, though. She could do one of, yeah, she's just going to be one of the 2 of them. So we know it's going to be science. We'll do that one right there. and see what we get. It is getting tight for us. Let's see what happens here. So this is going to start at 6 o'clock on 3 green again. Wow, I don't think we can do 2. Yeah, I guess we can. Anyway, it's 3 green. I'm going to place it there. I'm going to double check to see if we can. So it is up here. They're both right there right now. I guess we can do it. Alright, that's going to be the end of the round for both of them. That means this time token's going. We got one more time around the track. This is going to go here and here. That's not great. And then we're going to continue on. I think we're about to lose, so I'm going to keep going until we finish. We're almost done with the game. Unfortunately, we need another piece of science evidence. I got to get over to that location. Sherlock can't do it, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to here and gather 2 science. He doesn't have the right tokens to do it, so he's heading that way, but it's going to take him a bit. So he's going to get these 2. Okay, that's the end of that. And in her turn, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, and I think she can do either one of them if I remember. Oh, I didn't look at the new one that came out. I'm going to take a look at that. I'm glad I looked at that because this one did end up being a red one, so we don't want that one. We're going to solve number 2. Okay, so this is a weird one. It says place this card in front of you. Place an event token on the Crystal Palace. Where's that? I'm going to have to find the Crystal Palace, guys. It's probably okay. I'm not sure. Is it someplace close by? It probably isn't. That's what's going to make it hard. I can't find it. I'm looking for the Crystal Palace. Hold on, guys. Wow, it is way over here. Then it says place 3 science tokens on this card. 2 and 3. So we got 3 science tokens. At the end of each turn, remove 1 science token from this card. If an enemy investigator enters the palace, they may keep this card as evidence. This would allow us to defeat the enemy, by the way, and gain the remaining cards. The lead goes cold when no tokens are left on it. Okay, well, we're going to have to keep track of that. We've got to get over there. Sherlock can get over there well, not fast, but in a turn. So I think we might do that. We have to generate a new lead. It was a science lead. It is at a location, underworld location. That's the location type. Type we played. We didn't play anything, so I guess we just get these 2. Okay, well, that sucks. Alright, I don't know. I'm trying to randomize them right. I'm not looking at it to see if I can lose track of which one's which. Okay. Take this one. Hopefully I got the right one. Okay. Alright. Where's that one going? It is going to go 6 o'clock again. Man, I'm only 1 purple, too. That's not great. That's not bad either. It's going to go right here, right next to me. But we know it might be a science one. I don't know. I want to get after that one and get those tokens and be able to defeat the henchman. Boosh, we got to do that. We're running out of time. Okay, that's the end of the round, though, unfortunately. So let's continue on. We did have this one go cold, so it is going to go away. And that means this goes up, and I'm going to have Sherlock take the hit because he was healed. So he took a trauma because we lost that case. We do not get to replace it. And that's, yeah, and that, I don't think I did. I think I need to move that right there, right? Anyway, I think that's about it. We got one more round to go. So we're going to keep going. Okay, let's go back to Sherlock. Sherlock's going to go 1, 2, 3, where he's going to collect 2 of the political tokens because they are currently wild cards. That is awesome. That's going to be the end of his turn. Scarlet Pimpernel, we lost this mission here. So she's going to go 1, 2 to right there and generate 2 more science just in case we need them. Okay. And that's going to be the end of the turn. Wow, that's rough, isn't it? I had to get rid of one of these tokens, so that is that. And let's see, the number 2 one is close to Emma. I think she's going to be able to get it. Anyway, that's going to go here. She's going to have to get our next turn, or we're going to fail that one, so we don't want to do that. And also, boosh, we're down to our last set of hours. That's it. This is the last 4 rounds of the game. I don't think we're going to pull it off. We're going to try, though. Let's go back to Sherlock. Actually, that event that we took will only have 1 token on it when he gets there, but he will get there. So he moves 1 down to the Crystal Palace. He gets to take this token, and this is evidence. Now, we have the evidence we need. We can turn it at any time, and it doesn't have to be, we don't have to be in the same place to do it to get the henchman. So here are our 3 cards. This matches the henchman, so we were able to defeat him. It says, Not to go on all fours. That is the law. Are we not men? The island of Dr. Moreau. Very cool. I love the island of Dr. Moreau. Okay, anyway, that guy is kaput. And we are done with those. And now we get to reveal the Mastermind. He's going to be tough. Let's see what happens. The evil automaton. Oh, it's some kind of weird, crazy robot. When revealed, each investigator must discard 2 or suffer 2. Well, we're going to discard 2 from Emma for sure. So here's her 2 that we got rid of. And I have plenty to get rid of. Well, not plenty, but I have wilds. So we're going to get rid of... No, I'm not. I'm going to take the hit. He took the hit. He's close to death, but we got almost enough to get this guy. Sentience achieved. Humanity obsolete. Directive exterminate. Final diagnostic log. We can get him, guys. We got 1, 2, 3, and we got a bunch of wilds. I think we can actually defeat him. That was Sherlock Holmes did that. Now I got to look at defeating the enemy. The big bad guy. I haven't looked at that yet. We might win. Oh my gosh, we're so close. I don't know what I'm thinking. We still have to defeat this one yet. That's what I was going to do with Sherlock. I can do that now. When we defeat. Let me look at this. We can assemble the conspiracy locale. We got that. We got to match the types, the amounts of resources corresponding to each element of the conspiracy. Mastermind, plot, locale. So far, we're not there. We got to get some. Okay, but we're super close to this. I think we can pull it off. We're going to lose our last lead. We don't really need them anymore, though. We just need the resources. We need 2. Okay, here's what I have so far. I have enough to do. I can actually completely take out the masses mind control event, and then I'm going to put these right out here on the board, right near what the location, so we see what we need to do. We got to get to the location, right? I think, do we have to be there? I got to look this over. Oh my gosh! Oh, so close, guys. I don't think we're going to make it. And I'll tell you why. All right, well, let's see. So we took our turn. We actually uncovered the Mastermind. We defeated the henchman. We know that at Nikola Tesla's secret lab, the evil automaton is going to do a mass mind control. However, once we figured that out, we got one more turn left. She is, even if she moves, I think she would just stay there because we need those tokens like crazy. And I don't think we don't have enough to defeat this. We have to get over there. So here's what's going to happen. This is going to go to 12-15, and we lose, unfortunately. Super close for first game. I'm not unhappy with that notion. It was close, guys. We didn't win, but it wasn't terrible. We did, however, lose right at the end of the 11th hour. Man, that's the way a game should be, right? So, anyway, what do I think of Victoriana? Let's talk about it. This has been a long episode, so I won't talk too long. I think this is a very clever game. I like the mechanics of it. I like the way that it plays out. I like that, I think if you're playing with a bunch of people, it'll go pretty fast, turn by turn, so it wouldn't feel long even though the game itself is a little long, which is okay. I don't mind that at all. But look how close we were. 1 frickin' turn away. If I had just the resources I gathered in that last turn, I would have been able to complete this. But we didn't. So that's the way the ball bounces. The British Empire fell to the evil automaton, and the masses were controlled. Their minds were controlled, and we lost. There's a bunch of characters, a lot of replayability. There's a whole new adventure deck to play that I have not unwrapped. So that's very cool. But guys, that was Victoriana. So I hope you enjoyed the game. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And again, I really appreciate it. I was really close to winning. I may have did myself a disservice on time. If I did, I still don't think I would have won. I couldn't have gotten over there in time. Maybe. I'm not sure. Now, even though you uncovered it, I'm still unclear. I'm going to have to read the rules to see if you actually have to be there. It says, if any time the above conditions, assemble at the conspiracy locale. So that means all of us have to be there. I would not have been able to get back there in time to win, even if I had miscalculated 1 turn. So we would have lost. But anyway, that's the game, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Go out and buy it. It seems pretty cool. I'm not endorsing it. I'm just saying I like it. It's something I have, and I did not get it from the publisher or anything like that. So don't take that as my official endorsement or anything. Just my opinion. So guys, thanks, and I will talk to you in the next game, which is coming very soon. I think we're gonna have some unboxings and some stuff and things, and it's gonna be good. So please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll get some more to the table very soon. Take care. Bye bye.